everybodies, and welcome to another terrible video. I'm SumKitty522, and I play a lot of video games, which you've probably noticed because I've used the same exact introduction probably around 5 times this channel. Anyway, I also really like to complain about things, and video games and complaining, they just go together so well. The only problem is I need something to complain about. Aha! Now, the original Xbox One was not very great. It looked like a giant VCR and was probably actually bigger than one. But the one that I'll be talking about today is the Xbox One S, which is the one that I have. And, you know, it's the first one I played and crap. Now, if you've seen my video on unpopular gaming opinions, you'll know that I think that the Xbox One controller is terrible. I hate it. Now, there are some things that do make sense, like, you know, the analog sticks and I guess the D-pad, I don't know. But it's also loud, annoying, and most of the buttons just don't make sense. I mean, yeah, like all the shoulder buttons and crap make sense, but seriously, what are 2 boxes and 3 lines? It's also, for some reason, a behemoth. Compare this to something like the PS4 controller. Yeah, it does have stuff that doesn't make sense, but it's also, you know, not giant for the sake of being giant. And it also has face buttons that make sense. It's not loud, annoying. I mean, it does have this touch bar, and I don't even know what options and share mean, but it actually doesn't feel at all like the Xbox One controller. The Xbox One controller is loud, annoying, has even less sense made of its buttons, and yeah. Anyway, let's go on to the other parts that I don't like. In no particular order, here are some things that I don't like, such as, if you plug the headset into the bottom of the Xbox One controller, it still plays through the TV. Number 2, the fact that, you know, if you want to download a game that you downloaded via, well, free games with gold, you aren't able to download it again. Number 3, the fact that the console sounds like it's dying whenever it's turned on. Number 4, the light that you can't turn off, which is just completely shining in your eyes, burning them completely. This is the controller when the lights are off. Do I need to say anything else? Well, I guess it's time to look at the user interface. Dear God, why? For the UI, Microsoft went with the critically acclaimed look of Windows 8 that everyone hated. Seriously, you browse this thing, there's a bunch of ads for things you don't want. And there's even stuff for, like, movies. And there's also this giant submenu of crap that, yes, the Xbox 360 did have, but it wasn't nearly as bad as this. So, that's a thing. Let's look at some examples that I hate about the UI on here. First one is the loading screens, which, I mean, I don't know if I'm impatient, but it seems like they take a while. The fact that if you want to get to your game in apps, you have to go through the already annoying place of submenus with a tiny little icon that says Games and Apps, open that up, have to hit See All to actually go to your games. Wait for another loading screen, and there. And also, if you want to go to your previously downloaded games so you can, you know, download them again, you have to go onto this other tiny icon on the top right to see what you've downloaded. Oh boy, why? Number 2 is the fact that if you want to find your apps, it's not in with your previously downloaded titles. It's not in with your normal titles that you already downloaded. It's under a separate icon that says apps. Now, that might make sense, but it's a separate icon. And oh, look at that. I've been waiting to know where Xbox Assistant is. Number 3. Avatars were a key role in Xbox 360 to show your profile. Guess what they're now? Normal apps that don't do anything. Why? If they were such a big part of the 360, why cut them out? The number 1 is the space. Now, I know it seems like I have a lot of space. Nearly 100 gigs out of a 200 gig console isn't bad. But the thing is, I only had Battlefield 1 installed, and I had 14 gigabytes left. Now, compare this to my PS4, I have multiple games downloaded and just on discs, and I still have a lot of space. Is this number 2 or 3? I don't even know. Anyway, the fact that the original Xbox, needed the Kinect to actually work. You bought a $300 console and you need some crappy Wii ripoff for it to function. The fact that this is a different size than this. Oh, and also they switched the size of the DVD and manual. Why? Perhaps the worst thing for me, at least, was the fact that I can only upload videos that are 10 minutes. This is the reason you don't see me playing Xbox One, because of Microsoft. Now, I would love to play these games and record them, and maybe even, do co-op with someone. Like, I have great games like Cuphead, Super Hot, Warhammer. I have Lego Indiana Jones. I have Back to the Future, the game, Assassin's Creed, and Fallout and Doom. But I can't record them. Now, I still do enjoy the Xbox One. It's definitely a good console, despite its many, many flaws, and some I didn't even mention. But I do like a lot of aspects of it, like the backwards compatibility, cross-platform play, and a lot of other things. But I'll still prefer PS4. Then again, Xbox does have Cuphead, so that does give it a major bonus. Anyway, remember, eat your veggies and don't die out there. Because if you die, we won't be able to get all those views, which honestly don't matter because we don't make money off of these videos. Bye.